Guess who hasn't lost a playoff game in 6 years? Yeah, I don't know what this 31 nonsense is. It's been 6 years since the Bengals lost a playoff game. How about these Bengals? I tell you what, there was a lot of confidence in the Bengals winning this game. Felt good about the Bengals winning this game all game. A little concerned when they're settling for field goals. You never want to settle for field goals, and they was doing it a lot. Felt like they could let the Raiders back in a game. But I tell you what, they continue to keep it a two-possession game for the most part. Then we got to the final 2 minutes of this game, and we've talked about this. The Bengals lost that killer mentality where they just play aggressively. They ran the ball twice, passed it on third down, punted the ball back, gave the Raiders a chance to go down the field and score. And I tell you what, that roughing the passer brought back some memories. First thing I was, here we go. But tell you what, the defense played really well. Aside from a lot of penalties in this game, it's been an interesting couple big games for the Bengals. First it was the Chiefs, now it's the Raiders, or it feels like there's just been an overly excessive amount of penalty flags that could have just, been kept in a pocket on both sides of the football, but regarding both teams. Nonetheless, it is what it is. It happened. Bengals still went out there. They got another big sack. You got down to the fourth down there inside the red zone, played strong. Jermaine Pratt comes up with the interception. You love it. We've seen Joe Burrow bring this team down the field a lot this season on game-winning drives, put them in position to win. But to see the defense go out there, stand strong, a defense that was just obliterated, by the way, by injuries throughout this game. So to see them still go out there, stand strong, win this game for the Bengals, for the city of Cincinnati, you love to see it. Couple things noted in this game. Again, Raiders, a team that historically in general, bad in the red zone. Bengals struggled in the red zone. A little different for the Bengals. I expect them to straighten that up here in the next game, hopefully. How about Jamar Chase, though? I think we've been talking about this Joe Burrow-Chase connection all year and how well it's been, especially on the deeper routes. But we've seen a different side of these two this game in that back shoulder pass. That back shoulder pass was just tearing apart the Las Vegas Raiders defense. And I tell you what, I think is a really strong sign going forward that they're starting to get. Because that is one of the harder things to really build that rapport with the quarterback, right? Because that ball's coming out of the quarterback's hands before you come out of your break. You have to make sure you're on the same page there. And it was on the same page in this game. Pass block, 78% was the pass block rating in this game. Their season average is 48%. So offensive line actually played really well. Now, we did see some struggles on that right side with Max Crosby. That guy is just an absolute monster out there when it comes to rushing quarterback in the first place. Is what it is. We'll see how the Bengals fare in the next matchup, whether it be Tennessee or Kansas City. I think that's where we're set up, right? If Pittsburgh wins, it'd be... Well, no, it wouldn't be Kansas City if Pittsburgh wins, duh. If Pittsburgh wins, it'd be Buffalo. And if Kansas City wins, then they play the Titans. I like that. I like both matchups, really. If the Bengals walk out with either one of those teams, we'll see what happens. About that no call and that Tyler Boyd touchdown. Personally, I didn't think about it the rest of the game. I really didn't. Apparently, it was a big deal everywhere else. Why? I don't know. If they would have made that call, blew that play dead, it would have been a horrendous call by the refs because, first of all, Joe Burrow wasn't out of play. Second of all, the whistle came fractions of a second before Tyler Boyd caught that football. There wasn't, even if there was somebody letting up in that secondary, it's because Tyler Boyd was so wide open, like, whatever, jog it off. That defender wasn't going to close that two-step gap Boyd had on him in that fraction of a second that whistle was blown. That was a touchdown all in all. I thought that was the right call. Personally, I thought the only way that could have impacted the game was had they switched the call and took the touchdown away from the Bengals. In that case, you had to look back and say, that was just a bad call. I mean, it was an inadvertent whistle. Sure, the rule is to replay the down, but they didn't have to. Big win for the Bengals, though. Let's not forget, Joe Burrow threw for about 150 yards against this defense last time they played. Raiders defense knows how to slow this Bengals team down. They played really well. To see the Bengals excel from the previous game to this game, it's always a promising sign. How about these Bengals, though, baby? First playoff win in 31 years. Everybody's going to enjoy this bad boy. I tell you what, bigger and better things coming next week, though. Hopefully this team feels like it's a special team. Let's forget about the playoff win. Let's think about the team coming up this next weekend. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Go Bengals.